Welcome to our platform. This is the homepage where you can begin your search by entering keywords, an author's name, organization, or other details in the search field. For now, let's try searching by author name. Here we are. This is the results page. Let's go ahead and open a published protocol. Every protocol starts out as private. From there, it's up to you. You can keep it private, share it with colleagues, or fully publish. Protocols are interactive and come with a set of tabs. The first tab shows the protocol steps, along with the abstract. Steps are organized into sections, which have titles and are color-coded along the left for easy navigation. There's also a table of contents so you can quickly jump between sections. The next tab is the Guidelines tab. Here you'll find important information for conducting the experiment, including pre-start instructions, rules, and best practices. In the References tab, you can find all relevant references. Next is the Forks tab. This shows how many forks have been created and which version they're based on. Forking or copying a protocol is easy. The Copy Fork button lets you do that. Copying is only available to the protocol's owner. For example, if you have a series of methods with the same abstract, authors, affiliations, or acknowledgements, you can create a duplicate, editable copy. That way, you don't have to start from scratch, just update what's different. Forking, on the other hand, is available to anyone on the platform. You can find a protocol shared by someone else, create a fork, modify it, and even publish it. Each fork includes a link to the original method right under the title, giving proper credit to the original author. The next tab is Metadata. Here you'll find key details like the DOI, links to the PDF and HTML versions, citation information, keywords, and more. In the Materials tab, you'll see a list of all materials and equipment used in the protocol. If reagents were involved, many of them come with catalog numbers. The next tab is Metrics. This section gives you insights into how your protocol is performing, such as how many people viewed it, bookmarked it, created run records, or even cited it in publications. The last tab is for the acknowledgements. Let's talk about run records. You can create one by clicking the Run button. Think of a run record as an electronic lab notebook. It lets you track, in detail, how the protocol was followed. To start a run, choose the folder where the record will be saved. You can add an optional experiment ID to help identify the run later. Then, go step by step through the protocol. As you complete each step, click Done. Each action will be time-stamped. You can also make adjustments as you go. Edit steps, add comments, insert images or videos, include additional components, or even scale quantities. If a step includes a timer, you can start it directly from the interface. Once you're finished, click Finish Run to save your run as a private record. If you'd like to export the protocol, click the three-dot menu. You can export it as a PDF to your computer, or choose Add Apps to send it to one of the supported external apps. There's also an option to export it as JSON, which is a structured data format often used by developers and third-party tools for integration or analysis. We also support in-protocol commenting. You can add comments at the protocol level or directly to individual steps by clicking the plus button. Comments can be made public or kept private. One important note: once a protocol is published, it becomes fixed and can no longer be edited. But don't worry. If you need to make updates, you can create a new version. New versions are fully editable and will be linked to the original protocol. Users who access the older version will see a pop-up notification and a link to the latest one. Now let's click on the raccoon logo to open your personal menu. On the left side, you'll see a list of workspaces you've created or joined. Let's expand the menu and select a workspace folder. This is where you keep your protocols, documents, and uploads. From here, you have two ways to start a new protocol. You can click the New button to create a protocol manually from scratch in the editor, or you can use our AI importer. The AI importer makes uploading protocols faster and easier. Simply upload your file and click Create a new protocol from this file. The system will take a moment to process, and automatically break the content into steps. From there, you can continue editing and refining your protocol directly in the editor. Now let's also create a new protocol manually. First, click the New button, choose the workspace and folder where you would like your protocol to be placed, and then click Continue. Now we're in the editor. You can start by adding steps manually or by using the shortcut Insert Steps from text. This gives you 3 options. Each number is a step, each line is a step, or Markdown text. Let's add a step. You can build on it by adding components like amount, temperature, datasets, notes, or safety information. You can also add reagents. Just start typing the reagent name and it'll show up from the list. If it's not there, you can add a new one by filling in the details and clicking Create. Other elements you can add include tables, formulas, code blocks, attached files, images, videos, and links. On the right-hand side, you'll find tabs for comments, history, and completion status. If you accidentally delete a step, you can go to History and restore it. On a free plan, this works for the last 10 steps. Next, in the Description tab, you can upload a protocol image, write the abstract, add authors, keywords, an external link, manuscript citation, and more. You can also attach the original document here. It will appear above the steps in View or Published mode. In Guidelines and Warnings, you can enter experiment instructions, safety information, ethics statements, and even mark the protocol as sensitive or confidential. In the References tab, you can add all relevant references and cite literature, protocols, or resources that support your method. In Materials, you'll list all materials and equipment, and if you added reagents to your steps, they'll automatically appear here. Finally, the Acknowledgements tab is where you can credit collaborators and funding sources. Once you've finished creating your protocol, you can choose to keep it private. If you'd like to make it public, however, there are a few options available. One of these is the Reserve a DOI option. When you reserve a DOI, the protocol is not yet made public. It remains private and fully editable. At this stage, you can share it with others using a private link. The DOI you reserve can be used in a submitted research manuscript. However, the protocol must be published at a later date, or it will be automatically published if the DOI is identified in a published research article. Another option is to post a draft. This version does not receive a DOI, is visible to everyone, and can later be either deleted or fully published. Or you can go ahead and fully publish the protocol. Let's walk through that process. First, add a title and abstract. A disclaimer is optional. On the next page, add the authors, their affiliations, and any funder acknowledgements. Next, choose whether to discard or keep comments. Set the status of the protocol, for example, working, in development, or another option. Then select the protocol type, research or non-research. Click Next. You can also choose to add the protocol to a workspace. Just toggle the switch to the right if you want it to appear on the workspace profile. Take a moment to review everything on the preview page. On the final page, you'll confirm that your co-authors and supervisor agree to the publication. You'll also confirm that you understand the protocol will become permanently available and that obtaining a DOI will make it non-editable. Once you're ready, click Publish. And that's it. That's how you create and publish a protocol. Thanks for watching.